these Disney figures are extremely rare, and the others are from totally different toy lines over 20 years apart. But somehow they all magically fit together on a shelf, and today we're going to find out why. Yo, what is happening, Disney fans? It is your boy Deep Sea Beast, and I'm back again with another video. I wanted these guys many years ago when I got my larger Tarzan figure, but back then, that's when I first found out they even existed, and I couldn't find them on the market, and they were extremely expensive when I did. Tarzan and Hercules figures are actually extremely rare, because they weren't really released in the US in this scale, and now can get really expensive. So finally tracking them down now feels pretty awesome. The 3 3/4 inch scale was always one of my favorites growing up, because so many companies used it across many different franchises, and you would always get a massive variety of different characters, and sometimes ones you didn't really expect to see. So as I got older, I wanted to expand my collection with characters that didn't exist when the original line came out for Disney Heroes, like Maui, or newer ones that never really got this scale treatment like Buzz Lightyear. But if you guys enjoy toy reviews, I've got a massive playlist in the description down below, and if you enjoy Disney, I've got 2 vlog videos from where I went to Disney World back in high school. But without further ado, let's take a look at these extremely cool and rare action figures. We're going to start with the out-of-box figures like Hercules and Maui, and then we're going to move our way on to Buzz, Aladdin, and then finally, we're going to finish with Tarzan. These are some pretty well done figures. Obviously, Maui is a lot more recent. Moana came out in 2016. Just go ahead and start with Maui. Maui, he did come in a 2-pack set with Moana. Did a really nice job on translating her look from the second film. You can even see dress is a fabric material. I got this one for my wife. It just kind of worked out. I could put Maui on my display shelf and she could put Moana on hers. But the face sculpt looks exactly like the character. You can see all the tattoos. They've got all the details in there, and that is so fantastic. You can see him like battling monsters. And they did sculpt in the actual carvings in the magic fishhook. But his hands are like a rubbery material, so it's very easy to fit the fishhook in his hand. Can't really move the head because of the hair. The arms go all the way around a complete 360. Same on the other arm. And he has a single joint here for both of his feet. Here is Maui next to Moana. This was a fun little set, and I'm so glad to be able to add Maui to my collection. And I know my wife is happy to have Moana in hers. Alright, so taking a look at Hercules here. Got a lot of detail on it for honestly what it is. Wish I had a sword and shield. I'll probably look for one later. I just happened to find a cape that I think is going to work. He does have portholes. I'm going to assume was to actually attach a plastic or a cloth cape. I'm just going to attach this here. I think this looks fantastic. Taking that off, let's take a better look at Hercules himself. There's no doubting it, from the blue eyes to the ginger hair to even the bandana on the head. The way they have the hair and everything, this is definitely Disney's Hercules. Remembering right, his facial profile was a lot more rounded around the nose. All the detail here in his armor. I like that you can see the actual symbol of the gods there on his belt. That's a really nice inclusion. The actual skirt thing that Hercules wears, I don't know what this is called. You know in the comments down below what the actual Greek armor dress sort of thing is. And moving on down here, you have his sort of sandals. Really simple action figure. Let's go ahead and go over Hercules' articulation. Very, very simple. It's very similar to the old Star Wars action figures from back in the 80s. Both of them standing up. Hercules is closer to 3.5. Maui is closer to 4 inches. Here we have Maui and Hercules next to some Marvel Universe figures. I've had these for a very long time. This is actually mine from when I was a kid. It's kind of cool to be able to have some Disney characters in with these other Disney properties. Here we have them next to some more Disney IP. We have Pirates of the Caribbean, we got Captain Jack Sparrow, we got Star Wars with Mandalorian. We've even got 20th Century Fox in here because Disney did purchase it. We have Rodney Copperbottom. Rodney Copperbottom I've actually done a review on. If you guys want to go check out that video, it will be in the description down below. And the Leonard Xenomorph. And here we have them next to some more random 3.75 inch scale figures. We have my Men in Black ones. I've done a review on those. We have some Spin Master DC figures. And lastly, we have the Marvel Select comic book version of the Incredible Hulk. Of these, if you guys are interested in picking them up, This one is extremely rare. I've never seen this guy under $40. In fact, I found him for $3. The seller just didn't understand what it was. Now you can find him relatively cheap. Still some merchandise left on store shelves. And even if you can't find it in stores, you can find them online. I think I got Maui for around like $5 to $10. Awesome addition to the collection. But let's move on now to Buzz Lightyear. So here we have Buzz. Did a great job with this. The packaging stylized much like the old Star Wars vintage action figures. Got this nice silhouette of Buzz Lightyear here, Zurg in the background, Disney Pixar's Lightyear written up there, the Super 7 logos up there, Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger Alpha, Star Command logo, reaction figures. In the back, you've got all the different characters that you could collect. You had Buzz Lightyear, Alicia Hawthorne, Bo Morrison, and Socks. That's pretty much it, just like they did back in the old days. Go ahead and take this guy out of the packaging. This is actually really well done. I don't like that that is sculpted into the leg. I think that should have been put on the foot. You can take the helmet off. This looks just like any version of Buzz, just a little bit more detailed. Looks like a tactical, realistic spacesuit. Taking a look here, you've got the purple separated out very well from the face. But you can see the Star Command logo. Actual button here, buttons there on the chest. Got his Star Command communicator there on his wrist. And then on the other wrist, you've got the laser. Just like I was showing you guys earlier, you've got peg holes in his feet. Obviously, you can take the helmet and attach it. Head joint on mine is extremely tight. The arms go all the way around and the legs can kick forward. Taking a look at his height, Buzz Lightyear stands right at 3 3/4 inches. Here we have Buzz Lightyear standing next to our other two Disney heroes we've covered so far. They look really good together. I'm so excited to be able to put our other heroes in here with them. Who's your favorite Disney hero? Let me know in the comments down below. Here we have Buzz Lightyear next to some more 3 3/4 inch scale figures. Here is Spider-Man and Daredevil. Here's Buzz Lightyear compared to some more science fiction / Disney IP. We have Mando, Rodney Copperbottom, Leonard alien figure, and of course, Captain Jack Sparrow. And here we have Buzz next to some more 3 3/4 inch scale random figures. We got our Men in Black figure and our Spin Master DC action figures. And lastly, you guys know the rule. We have the Marvel Select comic book version of the Incredible Hulk. Very satisfied with Buzz Lightyear. I think they have done a fantastic job on this figure. And despite the reputation from the movie, I love this version and I love this design for Buzz. But let's go ahead and move on to our next set of figures from Aladdin. Okay, here we have the Storytellers set by Mattel. As you can see here, this is a open box package. You can see Genie here, Aladdin, carpet, which looks like it comes with a display stand, and you even get the magic lamp. You've got all this different artwork here. You've got Jafar, Aladdin, Abu, and the Genie. Up here you can see Disney's 100th anniversary. Side of the box, Disney's Aladdin. Same on both sides. See the other figures that was available. You've got some actual product images. You've got Aladdin here with the lamp, the Genie, and the magic carpet. Very simple package. I cannot wait to open this up for you guys. All right, and here we have all 3 figures out of the packaging. It's very simple, but it's effective. Go ahead and go over carpet first, considering he is technically the most simple. Just more or less a piece of rubber. Could have done cloth goods similar to Moana's dress, maybe place the texture of the carpet on there, maybe put bendy wire in there, but I think that would have made this set more expensive. All the details painted into the magic carpet, and here on the front, it looks like this is where you could sort of have Aladdin grab the carpet, and you could sort of recreate magic carpet walking. Get him to stand, you can actually use this display base. It's a really, really nice accessory that really brings this set to life. Let's go ahead and go over Genie. This looks fantastic. The Genie's such an over-the-top, larger-than-life character. There was a lot of different Genie variants back in the day when the original toy line came out, and it's just kind of cool to see Genie back on toy shelf. Paint's very, very simple. They actually did not paint the ring that is in his ear. Face sculpt looks fantastic. It looks exactly like Genie. It's not super detailed out. Genie has a very simple character design. This is when Aladdin hadn't set the Genie free yet. Spoiler alert. Then you can see down here the actual feet. He's got a ball joint in the head so he can look anywhere he wants. Arms can go up about that far. They're kind of blocked off here by the shoulders. He can rotate completely around. He has a bend in the elbow, a swivel in the elbow, and nothing in the hands. The waist does have a swivel. You can have him almost singing the Prince Ali song. Do a full split there. Look at that. A foot rotation. I do think that this should have been detachable and possibly came with a transparent sort of smoke effect. Make it look like he was flying. Let's go ahead and go over Aladdin, and then we'll measure their heights and do some comparison. We have Aladdin himself. This is a awesome action figure. This is also one of my favorite Disney characters of all time. See the detailing here in the face. The hair turned out absolutely fantastic. You can tell that is supposed to be Aladdin. Eyes look a little off, but overall, I think the face turned out pretty good. The vest is actually rubber. I think you could take the vest off. I personally do not want to. The actual pants that he's wearing looks just like the movie. He's got that patch there. The lamp was actually really hard to get in his hand. His hands are incredibly stiff. Look at the one accessory that he does come with. You can see all the sculpted details on there of the magic lamp. It's not super detailed, but it doesn't have to be. For Aladdin's articulation, he has a ball joint in the head, but I don't want to push it. The joint on mine is extremely tight. Shoulders can go up quite a bit. They can go all the way around. He has a bend in the elbow, a swivel in the elbow, waist rotation. The legs can kick forward, can kick back. I mean, he's got almost full splits there. There's a bend in the knee, a swivel in the knee, and a rotation here at the bottom of the pants. My favorite of the bunch that we have looked at so far. I love Aladdin's character, and I'm so happy to have him on the shelf with everyone else. When we recreate the flying carpet scene, the head can't look up very much. So, in a sense, you could recreate it, but it's not going to be very good. You can definitely have Aladdin just like chilling out. I can already imagine how this scene looks. You just have Genie dressed up as like an ambulance driver. Aladdin like hurt his foot or something, and you just see Genie like, "Watch out, everyone! I gotta take him to the hospital." Shame what happened to Robin Williams. God rest his soul. But Genie will always live on. It's probably one of my favorite Disney characters of all time. Aladdin standing here at 3.5 inches. He's kind of short. Magic carpet, 2 3/4 inches. Here, he's the tallest. He's around 5 inches. All right, here we have Aladdin next to our other Disney heroes. There was actually an episode of Hercules the Animated Series where Aladdin and Hercules teamed up together to fight Hades and Jafar. We all know it's comparison time. Let's go ahead and get some more random 3 3/4 inch scale stuff in here. We'll move on to the big set with Tarzan. 0.75 inch scale Marvel Universe figures. These are so much fun. Here we have some more random Disney IP. We have the Leonard Xenomorph, Rodney Copperbottom, Mando from The Mandalorian, Captain Jack Sparrow. Here we have them next to some more random 3.75 inch figures. We have our 2 Jack Pacific Men in Black figures and our Spin Master DC figures. Here we have some McDonald's Aladdin toys. Jafar might be a little taller, but you can make this work, technically. Lastly, we, of course, have the Marvel Select comic book version of The Incredible Hulk. This is a fantastic freaking set, and I am so thankful to be able to add this to my collection. Without further ado, let's get into the big one, the last one, the super rare Tarzan action figure set. Okay guys, and now we are on to the last piece of our collection. I just want to thank you guys. If you have stuck around this far, it means so much to me. You can see this is mint in box. I'm going to be taking this out for you guys today. If you guys haven't already, be sure to surf for the subscribe button, wait for notifications, and let's get this to at least 10 likes. If we could get this to 10 likes, we'll be doing more unboxings like this. Logo here on the front, you've got the Disney heroes, Sabor the leopard there on top, a nice picture of Tarzan down there at the bottom, the Famosa logo down there at the very bottom. You've got Sabor and Tarzan, and you can see the playset. This is just demonstrating how the playset works. And then down here at the bottom, you can see these poachers and another playset. Really cool package. Even on the top, it's just got another image of the playset. Without further ado, let's open this up and take a look at it. Alright, taking this out of the box, this looks fantastic. It did come with this. We're not actually going to be placing those on in this video. I'm going to leave this alone in the package as it is. You can see all the sculpted details in the stone. And you've got all these leaves here, the foliage and whatnot growing over it. I wished it was painted. That would make it so much cooler. I've never heard of Famosa until I started getting into the Disney heroes. But this is so cool. There's these buttons here on the side. So we're just going to push those in. And that should open playset. Oh, alright, just take them out. Brand new. And then there is Sabor. And then we have Tarzan. It's actually really good. I mean, you can tell that's supposed to be Disney's version of Tarzan. It's not spot on, but it's pretty darn close. It's like a just rubbery piece for the loincloth. It's not painted, so it's skin tone down there. And it's just very, very simple. Tarzan's pretty much just a dude walking around in a loincloth, so it wasn't going to have a ton going on as far as detail goes. His articulation is kind of limited. He can move his arms out, unlike Hercules, so you can get his arm to rotate. He has a waist swivel, which is a nice addition, and the legs are on like a V joint, so that's definitely different. It's got a little bit of detail to it. It's supposed to look like a carved rock down there at the end with some wraps around it, and it looks nice. Just stick it in there, and there you go. Go ahead and move on to Sabor. You can see it's pre-posed in this aggressive attack pose. That's really cool. You can get quite a bit of movement out of this guy, surprisingly. But it's definitely the character. You can tell it is supposed to be the Jaguar from Tarzan. Nice contrast between the white, the black on the actual claws, which almost looks like it's wearing sandals. You've got all the spots across there. A little patch of fur there on the neck. I do think the eyes are a little funky, but that's okay. It gives some charm to this action figure. The head can go up and down. Its jaw open and close. Forearms can go around on both sides. Legs can kind of go forward a little bit. They can go all the way back. Rotate the tail, and the other foot can do the same thing. Oh, that's my Tarzan yell, okay? Don't judge me. Fun and great little action figures. Let's go ahead and take a look at the playset itself. You get all these pieces here, and they come separate. You can attach that on yourself. This one, I believe, was an extra piece because I cannot find where this is supposed to go. I do know this goes here. Alright guys, and here we have the playset all together. And then you can attach Tarzan to the vines. And you just launch Sabor. Try this again, so to reset it, you gotta push that down and this down at the same time. And then let that click back. Try this one more time. Not gonna launch very far, but you get the idea. It's a very simple little mechanism. Tarzan's vine is pretty simple. I mean, it's just a swinging mechanism. I think Tarzan needs a little bit more merchandise these days, but very, very fun playset. I absolutely adore this. Playset itself stands roughly 6.5 inches. Tarzan himself stands closer to 3 3/4. Sabor is at about 2 inches. In length, the Jaguar is about 3.5 inches. Here we have Tarzan and Sabor next to the Marvel Universe 3.75-inch figures. That we have Tarzan with some more Disney adjacent stuff. Leonard, Xenomorph, the Jack Sparrow, the Mandalorian, and of course, Rodney Copperbottom. We have them next to some more random 3.75-inch figures. We got the Jakks Pacific Men in Black and the Spin Master DC figures. Of course, the most important comparison, we have the Marvel Select comic book version of the Incredible Hulk. Is Tarzan among all the other Disney figures we have covered today. This is the coolest display I think I've made in a very long time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate all of you guys, and I can't wait to do more unboxings like this with you guys. Alright guys, that is it for today, and I thank you guys so much for all the support. I couldn't make videos like this if it wasn't for you. So if you guys enjoy toy reviews, again, go in the description down below. I've got a massive playlist of all of my toy reviews I've ever done, including my Tarzan review. And I've also got a bunch of vlogs from when I went to Disney parks. It'll be in the description down below if you want to go check it out. Be sure to surf for that subscribe button. Wave in for notifications and stay tuned for more buried treasure. Guys, I'll catch you on the coast side. Have a magical day. Woo!
No, I'm Deep Sea Beast's wife, and I produce